Hey everyone, Gorehound here, and we are back with a whole new look, and I'm here to talk to you about everything horror, whether it be movies, books, or video games. If it is scary, we are here to discuss it. Today we're going to talk about the Dybbuk, the story of Chris Chambers. It is one of those found footage films that follows YouTuber Chris Chambers as he gets in on the latest YouTube craze, opening a Dybbuk. Now, a Dybbuk box is an old Hebrew ritual that involves trapping a demonic spirit in a wine box and sealing it with leather straps and wax. Chris Chambers decides it would be in his best interest to buy one of these off the dark web and open it for his YouTube channel while documenting the experience. However, it is safe to say that things take a dark turn and Chris suddenly finds out that he bit off more than he can chew as the demonic spirit begins to torture him on a psychological level. The movie starts off promising enough with Chris introducing himself and explaining what exactly he plans on doing with the Dybbuk box. Somehow he ends up on the dark web where he purchases the box from a woman claiming to be a witch. Upon receiving the box, Chris puts it through several different tests before deciding to open it. The rest of the movie follows Chris's day-to-day life as he documents all the paranormal activity that has begun manifesting within his house. The movie is pretty much a one-man's version of Paranormal Activity, and it follows the same beats. The haunting starts off slowly with lights flickering and doors opening on their own before gradually intensifying with Chris losing sleep, hearing voices, and seeing objects being thrown about. Eventually, Chris's grasp on reality begins to slip, leaving him vulnerable to the demonic spirit. Will he be able to fight off the demon, or will he succumb to the demon's will? To be honest, the movie is not half bad, but not half good either. Like I said, this is a one-man's version of Paranormal Activity. And if you've seen Paranormal Activity or any other possession movie for that matter, you already know what to expect. It is a slow burn that unfortunately has very little payoff. The hauntings consist primarily of lights flickering, objects moving, and voices whispering through a spirit box. Sometimes a painting falls off the wall or a bed bounces, but other than that, we are treated to 1 hour of a man talking to his camera while light turns on and off in the background. Now that wouldn't be so bad if Chris himself were interesting to watch, but sadly he is not. Chris has almost no reaction to the events around him and treats everything as a mild inconvenience instead of a legit haunting. Personally, this prevented me from getting sucked into the movie because if the main character is not afraid, then why should I be? The ending is pretty lackluster as well, with no conclusion or resolution to the haunting. It is as if they had run out of time and money, so they just slapped together a generic ending that cuts to black with text explaining what happened to Chris. With that said, there are some things that this movie does right. The production value is very impressive for what it is, and the concept of using a Dybbuk box is unique and interesting. It was also very well paced, which I contribute to the hour-long runtime, and because of this, I never found myself bored. I will admit that I was engaged enough where I wanted to see what would happen next. But what I enjoyed the most was when Chris brings in a friend to talk to the demon. It is easily the most intense scene in the movie, and I really wish they explored it further. The Dybbuk, the story of Chris Chambers, is not a bad movie, just an average one. Worth a watch if you're curious, but not worth going out of your way for. It is currently streaming for free on Tubi, so if you want to check it out for yourself, you will have nothing to lose. I am the Gorehound. Thank you for watching this review, and remember, when it comes to horror, we'll always have a howling good time.